Hey everybody, Korean M3. This is the trunk of my Elantra N. I'm in my garage. I just want to show everyone where the factory amp is located on the 2022 Elantra N. The factory amp, that's the front of the car. The factory amp is that right there. So what I'm going to do is tap into these speakers and connect it to these amplifiers here and that DSP. I originally thought it was in the front, but that is not the case. If you were to disconnect the front dash like I did, you will not find the radio. So that's the Bose unit right there. So those 3 bolts take it off, and those are all your speaker wires. This is just for the Elantra N with Bose. I guess in other markets they have the Elantra N but without Bose, and in that case all the speaker wires will actually be in the front, but it still won't have the radio as if it still won't have the radio in the right behind the dash panel, like how you see it behind the display, like how you see it in there's a video out there where you can see it. As soon as you pull back the dash digital display, you'll see the radio, but that's not how these cars are. This is buried inside if you don't have the Bose. That right there is the Bose amplifier. So what I'm going to do is tap into those speaker leads, and that's the power. There's also a turn on lead there as well. So I'm going to go from there. In order to take it off, in order to get to there, it's actually quite involving. I'm going to walk you through the steps real quick in my garage here. So in order to do it, let me grab the light. Apologize. So in order to do it, not too much light here. The first thing you have to do, you have to remove the back seat. There's 2 bolts that connect the back seat. You'll see them. Once you remove the back seat, there's 2 bolts that connect the front seat, and then you unscrew it, and then you take the front seat off. Then after that, you see that piece right there. That piece is still on there, but you have to take that off, and you just take that off by pulling those little pry pins. And after you pull those pry pins, you'll have access to the cowl. I already took it off, but the cowl, there's 2 connectors there. You just pry them off there and there. Go back here. But before you can take off the cowl, I should have really done this, but screw it. You have to take this off, and that's taken off by 3 bolts, and then you pull it straight up. And as you can see, these push pins are damaged, and I don't have any new ones. So the thing about it is, even in tech manual, they tell you to replace any damaged push pins, so these are going to get damaged. So if you think you're going to be able to take your car apart and not damage these, you're going to be sadly mistaken, because the instruction said to clearly pull up. I pulled up because I knew they were there, and they still snapped. So that's that. So what I'm going to do is going to start to do some connecting to my setup here. And the thing about it is, I already ran the wires. Those are what do they call these? Forget what they call this. 9 wires inside of their speed wire. I already ran 2 speed wires all the way through the front to find out that that's not where the amplifier is. The amplifier is actually back here. I didn't even have to do all of that. This is so easy back here, and I just made so much work by myself by watching YouTube, and someone said that all Elantras, that's what a radio was. Nope, not all Elantras, dude. Elantra N has its speaker stuff right back here. Sorry, take care.